Salve, Discipoli. Okay, what we're going to do right now is just look over Lesson 33, Exercise A, which I'm pretty sure you all completed in class today. I'm going to walk through the translations on these, actually go through them fairly quickly, and then I'm going to tell you about what's coming tomorrow. So number one, we've got via longior est. Here's our comparative with eor. So the road is longer is a possible translation. But I want to stress to you that since it's not actually being compared to anything else, right? It doesn't tell us longer than what. I would recommend you choose a different translation for longior. Perhaps to or rather. The road is rather long. That's interesting. How about number two? Iter longius est. Notice the eos form. Okay, this is the neuter nominative or neuter accusative form of the comparative. It does not have an eor like over here, just has an eos. Why? Because it's modifying iter, which is neuter. So, the journey is rather long. The journey is too long. Alright? Let's consider number three. Pueri sunt diligentissimi. Alright, we've got ism right here, so we know we're looking at a superlative. Pueris are nominative. The boys are most diligent. That's one possible way to do this. Or we could choose another translation of the superlative and say the boys are very diligent. Number four, poeta est tristissimus. Notice the ism here, that's a superlative. Notice it's us, it's masculine nominative singular because it agrees with poeta, which though it is first declension, is still masculine. The poet is very sad. Oh, poor poet. Number five is just an exclamation. O felicissima dierum. So it's talking to the day, essentially. It's saying, oh, most happy of days, or oh, most lucky of days. Number six, leges sunt justissimi. Leges, nominative, feminine, plural. Justissimi, nominative, feminine, plural. Notice the ism, telling you it's superlative. The laws are very just. The laws are most just. Okay, either one would work. Now, finally, at number seven, we actually see a true comparison. Okay, how do I know that? Well, we have an eor, which is the sign of a comparative adjective. Then we have the word quam, which often accompanies comparisons. So this means there is no nominative over here, notice. So I'm just going to say he is our subject based on the T. He was stronger than Marcus. Alright, he was stronger than Marcus. The quam simply means than. On the other side, you're going to have Marcus in the nominative because Marcus is being compared to the he, which, although it's not here, would be in the nominative because it's the subject. So the two things being compared end up being in the same case and connected by quam. Now contrast that with number 8. Non erat fortior Lucio. Alright, there's another he over here, right, disguised in the T here. He was not fortior, stronger. This time the author has chosen not to use quam in a nominative, but instead to put Lucius in the ablative case. This is your ablative of comparison. He was not stronger than Lucius. The way to translate the ablative comparison is simply to say than. Alright? How will you know something is an ablative comparison? There will have to be a comparative, and then there will be no quam, and then there will be an ablative. One of my favorite teachers in college used to say you should have no qualms about using the ablative of comparison. That's funny. Do you guys even know why that's funny? If you can tell me, if you're the first person to tell me tomorrow why that's funny in your class, you get an agnomen point. Number 9. Mons est altissimus. The mountain is very high. Notice mons, nominative masculine singular, altissimus, nominative masculine singular. And finally, number 10. Notice the potentior, we're looking at a comparative. Notice the principibus, we're looking at an ablative or dative. Comparative, ablative, comparative, ablative. I think we have an ablative of comparison here. And I'm right. He is more powerful. Do you remember how to translate the ablative of comparison? Than the leaders, or than the chiefs. He is more powerful than the chiefs. All right, gentlemen, that's all for exercise A. So, what's going to happen to you tomorrow? You are most likely going to have a quiz. The quiz will have relatively simple sentences like these. So it'll be similar to what you see here. The vocab will mostly be drawn from this. And that's all I'm going to tell you. You'll have to translate them, obviously. Okay? So they'll be similar in structure and related in vocabulary to what you just did here. All right, Tuscipuli. If you want to study for the quiz, one thing you can do is look over the grammar section again, or even watch this video again if you want. Waleta.